And Eli Heidenreich is here. You see the emotion hitting him. He is Navy's all-time receiver, all-time leading receiver. He was a zero-star recruit coming out of high school. Valparaiso, Davidson, Slippery Rocket offered him finally his dream school. Grandfather was a naval officer. His uncle was a Navy corpsman and in the Marines. And Eli, now eligible with the new rules to defer his military service to pursue a career with the Steelers.
I got goosebumps right now, Reese. I do. This going into the draft, this timing is insane. This is my favorite player in the draft. Reese mentioned some of it. A running back, but only by position. The stats and positions right now compare nothing to what we're looking at. Tears, the naval uniform, the hat, the theater here in Pittsburgh going absolutely nuts.
He had nearly 1,000 yards receiving in this Navy offense this year.
Well, Kyle mentioned that he had some Navy receiving records. My favorite stat of any prospect I had in the draft. He had 6 receiving touchdowns in 2024. No player in the Naval Academy's history has ever had more than that. When they had those opportunities as well, one of the best players, no hyperbole, to come out of Navy in the last quarter century.
What do you think against Air Force? The 8 catches, 243 yards.
Eli, I was telling everybody, welcome to Pittsburgh, but for you, it's welcome back.
Yep.
What has this moment been like for you from waiting backstage, walking across the stage, and then becoming a Pittsburgh Steeler and getting the hug from the commissioner?
It's been a wide range of emotions today. Kind of a little bit of up and down, and especially at the end, a lot of up. But kind of waiting throughout the day and not sure what's going to happen. A lot of anxiety, just wondering where you're going to go. Then I finally got that call, and it was 4-2 number, and I was just fired up. It all kind of hit me, and it was just an awesome feeling. And then got to walk out there, and you get out on stage, and the city skylines out there in the background, and it was just a fantastic experience. Something I'll remember for a long time.
Is it almost the triple threat? You're a hometown kid, you get drafted by the hometown team, but the draft is in your hometown too.
Yeah, I think it was kind of the mix of that. It's a little bit like a storybook kind of ending to this part of my life. But I'm looking forward to getting here, and I'm graduating soon. But moving past that and being able to focus on football, and I'm excited to get here and get to work.
You had some of your classmates in the green room with you, your family. Were people talkative? Were they just leaving you alone? What was that kind of vibe?
I'd say they were pretty talkative, very supportive too. Everyone's like a little stressed out. They're all managing it in their own way. Everyone was real supportive of me. And
what did it mean to have all of those people there supporting you, even when they were taking shots when you were walking across to the stage? Your Navy jersey, people, I don't know if you knew that they were there or just supporters as well in the fans area.
Yeah, it was cool. I walked out there, and there were a few people with like the Heidenreich Navy jerseys. It was a cool feeling just walking out and seeing those guys out there.
How do you move forward in terms of all football? I heard you in your press conference talk about you get to focus all your attention on it. How quickly do you turn the page to football?
I think it starts tomorrow for me. It's time to get to work. You don't want to dwell too much on the fact that you got drafted. The whole draft it's the idea that you now have this opportunity. It's in front of you, and kind of live up to these people. They're giving you a chance. So I think that's the whole thing. And like I said, I'm excited to start getting after it.
What do you think this means to your parents?
They're fired up. First off, they're Steelers fans, born and raised in Pittsburgh, so they've been Steelers fans their whole life. And they had a big role in this and have always been so supportive of me. And I think they're proud. That's what they've been telling me all day. So I'm just thankful that I have 2 fantastic parents next to me throughout this.
A new head coach for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and Mike McCarthy. What do you know about his plans in terms of the offense and just what you see in terms of what this team's going to be this season?
I'm fired up about what's going on here in the future. I think the biggest thing is just whatever the team needs. That's always what I've been about on offense.
As much route running and pass catching as you did, specifically last year at Navy, how did you kind of fall into this RB bucket? I mean, you had that on your shirt at the Combine.
Yeah.
You're listed as that for these last few months coming out of college. How did it end up that way instead of WR on your shirt coming out of there?
I think you look at the running backs around the league right now, especially the best ones. They do both at a high level. I think at Navy I was doing the same things. I got a fair amount of handoffs, I guess you could say pitches, but I was getting the ball out that way, and obviously you see the route running and catching there too. So I think that combination just kind of pairs well with today's NFL running back.
How did this weekend go?
I think it went well. First off, extremely excited to be here. I'm ready to get to work, and it's a change for sure. It's a different type of offense, but I think I can adjust well. We had 3 different offenses at Navy, so learning a new playbook is something that I'm a little used to now.
How about pass protection?
Yeah, same thing. It's another thing, and it's a big mental thing. First off, identifying it, and then I think the big thing about blocking is the will and the want. You got to want to put your face mask on someone. So I think I showed that a little bit at Navy, and I'm looking to do that more here with the Steelers.
Any particular reason for 29, Eli?
No, they gave it to me. I think it's a great number. So I've pretty much every number throughout my except for 44. That was my first number, but I was 8 in high school, 22 in college. They're both just given to me randomly. I've always been big on just take the number, make it yours.